this video, I'm going to show you how to play Jingle Bells, which is a super simple song that even beginners can play. I'll give you an easier strumming pattern to start playing and maybe singing, and then I'll give you a more complicated strumming pattern that really levels it up a little bit. In this video, I'm going to go over just the first verse and chorus, since all of the verses and choruses are exactly the same as the first verse and chorus. So once you know that, you can do the entire song. So if you do want to play the entire song, I did link a free printable download in the description if you want to download that, print it, and play along. Let's start at the first verse. Okay, so as you can see, we have G, C, A minor, D7. If you don't know any of those chords yet, I would highly recommend going over those chords before you start playing the song. Even memorizing chords will go a long way to be able to switch from chord to chord faster, especially when you're playing a song and wanting to keep in time. Besides those chords, the only other chord you'll need to know is the A7, which is in the chorus. Usually when you start playing a new song, especially if you want to start singing and playing it, it's good to just start with one down strum for each chord so you can kind of get the feel of the song, as well as get the feel for singing it. If you are trying to sing and play, also, I suggest before trying to sing the words to hum the melody of the song, because then you have less to think about all at once, adding the guitar and vocals. So let's start with the first line. Okay, so we'll get into a more complicated strumming pattern after this. I'm just going to do one down strum for each chord. So as you can see, we have the G chord over dashing. Okay, so whenever there's a chord over the word, that means you're strumming it when the word is being sung, whether you're singing it or you're playing it along with the recording or me. That is what it means when you see that in guitar. This key is a little low for my voice, so I'm going to be struggling a little bit. So let's start with the G. We'll strum dashing through the snow in a one-horse open, and then right when you get there, you're gonna play the C, sleigh, okay? So that's how we kind of go through it, and we're strumming chord to chord. Then the next line, we're gonna do an A minor. If you put your fingers in A minor, strumming o'er the fields we, and then D7, go, laughing all the G, and then you stay on the G for the next line. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits see. What A minor it is to D, and sing a D7 song to G. That's kind of weird to sing that way, but you kind of get the idea of how it flows, okay? So if you want to level up the strumming now, you could stick with that one strum down per chord, or now you can just keep the beat sort of with the chord, just still down strumming. And after this, we'll do the verse and chorus with a more complicated strumming pattern. So if you feel like just that down strumming is good enough for you right now, stick with that. That is fine, especially if you're just singing and playing for the first time. But if you feel like that was comfortable, I switched the chords pretty good. Let's try this next one. And you also don't have to sing and play. If you want to just get the guitar part down first, which is really like ideal, then try that and then add them together. Let's strum that slowly together. You can sing along if you want, or you can just strum along. Okay, let's try it really slow. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. So what we're gonna do is do the down, down, up, down, up. And now it's gonna change a little bit if the chord is played for a shorter amount of time. For the most part, we're gonna be doing that strumming pattern. So down, down, up, down, up. With the G chord, down, down, up, down, up. Again, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, It can be a little tricky, so if you want to just practice that over and over again, even switching chords like down, down, up, down, up to C, down, up, G, back and forth, just to kind of get the hang of it, you can do that. But let's jump into it. If you need to pause the video, no worries. But if you're ready, let's try it. We'll go really slow at first. We'll start with the G and dashing through the snow. We're going to play that strumming pattern 3 times with the G, and we're going to go into the C and play it once through. Sorry. Yeah. We're going to go to the C and play it once through, okay? So let's put our fingers in G and go really slow and do that 3 times and then right into the C for 1. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Then you go to the A minor for 1, D7 for 2 times through that strumming pattern, and then G for 1 on that next line. So let's do that very slow. O'er the fields we go, again, laughing all the G. And then the next line is exactly like the first. Let's do it 3 times on G. Bells on bobtail ring, spirits see. And then 1 time through that strumming pattern for each of the chords in the last line. So, fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh. So then that first line in the chorus, you're gonna hang on that G, and then we're gonna go through the full strumming pattern twice on that G, and then we're gonna do a down, down, up with the G before we go to the C, down, down, up, and then we're gonna hang on that G again for the full strumming pattern once through on that G before we go to the next line. And then each of those following chords, C, G, A7, D7, will be once through. And then you'll just repeat that pattern for the next part, the second part of the chorus, because it's exactly like the first part. All right, so let's try that really slowly. Jingle bells, down, up, way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, down, up, way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Whenever you're starting a new song like this, especially if you want to sing and play, starting with those just down strums, adding in more down strums to keep the beat, and then doing a more complicated strumming pattern like we just did, makes it easier to eventually be able to add the 2 together, because anything new can be really difficult. The things that really make it easier though are memorizing the chords, making sure you don't have any pauses in between the chords, and then also memorizing the words if you want to go there.